if they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. So the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me.
Okay, well,
I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
You want me to tell you why there aren't any black executives? I'm not going to tell you it's because the blacks aren't intelligent enough. I'm going to tell you because it is that whites have been running the establishment of broadcasting, just as they've been running the establishment of baseball for too long, and seem to be reluctant to give up power.
But let's say what it is, that there is a sense that the black can work in the field. He can work in the cotton field, he can work on the ball field. But ask a black to use his brain, run a team, plan a team, oh my goodness, you're talking about real integration.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the onslaught is crazy right now going against Deion Sanders because he's in a position of changing the norm. They're saying now that he's urbanizing the sport. He's on podiums with his gold chains and his glasses and what they expect. When he was in Florida, he was this way. When he came into the NFL, he was this way. But the one thing that's alarming to these guys is in the future is going to be his ability to recruit, his ability to go into those black households and recruit the black athlete. And with the NIL money and so many different things that he's destroying the old guard. A lot of guys like Dabo Sweeney and Alabama's coach, and a lot of these guys are not going to be able to keep up because now it's the time of the black coach. But if you don't believe me, let's check out another guy that spoke to this on his blog. Let's listen to what he had to say so y'all don't just think that I'm capping. Check this out.
Deion Sanders in Colorado didn't really beat TCU yesterday and didn't really put TCU in an uncomfortable position as much as they put many, many head coaches across America in an uncomfortable position. I'm telling you, this quote's coming. We need to find our Deion. Like, the guy's got a serial number on his back. One of one. That's how many of him there are out there. It won't matter. People are going to start saying, where's our Deion? Well, we need to go get a guy who can do what he's done. Good luck.
So as you know, it's weird because these dudes, these guys, man, they say a lot of stuff. But this is the question that I like to ask. They're saying that Deion's urbanizing the game and it's like a concert down there. But this is the question I have to ask. If Deion's urbanizing the game, the college football and the NFL has made trillions of dollars in the last 50 to 60 years off the black athlete. The game has been urbanized. So when you go down to Compton or you go to Detroit or you go down to Mississippi and you get a black kid and you put him on your field, you know, we done seen the likes of the Eric Dickersons back in the day and so many other black athletes that was dynamic, right? The game has been urbanized. Without the game being urbanized, nobody would watch. Nobody would care. But I'm going to tell you what the biggest problem is. Listen to this caller that called up the Tariq Nasheed show and listen to what he had to say. Listen to these people when they talk. I've been told you guys, but just check this out.
Deion to market everything he can and make every dime he can.
I mean, it's not just that. It's just the whole thing. It's all about, it really is. There's no other program.
I swear, y'all hate to see a competent black person who ain't bowing down, who's winning. Why do y'all hate that so much?
Because it makes us insecure that we can't do it the same way he can.
Thank you. Thank you. But that's a you problem. At least say, I'm glad you're being honest, but that's a you problem.
I know, but when we see a black man shining, it just like tears us down because that's like all we have left is the coaches.
I know that, but y'all it's a you problem. There's great things that you can do within your community. There's great things, man. You guys got volleyball. You guys are phenomenal at volleyball. Y'all got that.
Also, we have badminton.
Hockey, all of that stuff, man. You don't feel bad. Don't feel
I know,
bad.
Ever since Tiger Woods changed the game in golf, we've just like been reeling from that. All we have now is curling.
I know. Y'all got wrestling, the wrestling competition. You guys are good at that.
You know, maybe if Coach Prime didn't have UMTV raps in the locker room before the game, at halftime, after the game, maybe they'd be in control of this game instead of getting beat like a drum. I mean, it's flat out embarrassing. He's running the UMTV, got Fab Five Freddy, whatever the this Flavor Flav.
This racist hates how Colorado head coach Deion Sanders has reshaped the program.
What an embarrassment. This clown talks a good game. He's got UMTV raps in the locker room. He ain't no coach. That's not a football program. That's a MTV house party, UMTV raps. It's an embarrassment, it's an abomination, and it's a liability. Don't send your kids there. If you send your kid to Deion Sanders, he's going to come out wearing a hunk of gold chain. He ain't getting a job. He ain't even getting a diploma. He's going to get himself a criminal record hanging out with Deion Sanders and his Fab Five Freddy, MTV rap. Go, 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 go. Dance.
So again, as I've been telling you guys, a lot of these people, they'll be your friend as long as they don't have to compete against you. The minute you become competition, because they already know that you are the cash cow. You're the money. And this is why I was kind of upset with Deion for leaving Jackson State, but that's water under the bridge now because now he's at Colorado. And something that you guys need to understand, for years, the black athlete or the black coach, he couldn't come into just being a coordinator. He had to be a positions coach, and he had to work his way up because all coaches basically had to work their way up the ranks. They had to go into coordinators, and then they become assistant coach and head coach, and they go into the shuffle or reshuffling coaches, right? But the black coach had to be a position coach, and he really never got the shot. You remember Eric Bieniemy? Eric Bieniemy over there at Kansas City won 2 Super Bowls and still couldn't get a head coaching job. The problem that you have now is all of the board of trustees at these colleges are going to want the Deion Sanders now. Because what it's going to come down to now is the ability to recruit the player. Deion said something to one of his athletes one day that wasn't catching passes. He said, "Hey, man, you ain't going to be able to get your mom out of the south side of Chicago playing like this." He said that young boy looked at him and got up there and went and did his thing. It's the language, the culture. We understand our culture. They don't like a confident black man that knows who he is, that's not relying on them to do it for them. This is the insecurity. They like you more when they can coach you and tell you what to do and how to do it. They don't want to take orders from you. They don't want to follow your lead. So now when he come on with the gold chains, the glasses, this guy, he's turning this into a hip hop summit. This is just a whole bunch of foolishness, man. But for years, they've been marketing hip-hop to the black community, right? Making money off of it. But the minute we begin to control the narrative, because remember I told you guys, black women, you give birth to these black boys. And for years, we've given all of our power over to them. And it's time that we start taking our power back and understanding who you are. Look at Gillian Wallow. Look at Cameron and Mace. They're changing the narrative of, we don't have to be part of no majors. We own it. We can do business with these people. We don't have to be under contract with them where they got to tell me how to talk, how to dress, They used to telling us what to do. And when they're not in position to tell us what to do, it makes them insecure because they know that we are the money. Who would go watch football if no black athlete was there? If the urbanized black athlete and southern black athlete wasn't there, who would watch it? What would the TV revenue and ratings be? It would plummet. Nobody would watch that foolishness, and they know it. The board of trustees know it. So now everybody's going to be looking for their Deion. Everybody's going to be looking for their Deion now. So, and he's going to get more and more and more backlash. And this is what I tell people, we're supposed to be in this racial utopia. They can't even hide it, man. They saw this coming since the 70s. They said, wait till the black athlete finally wake up and realize his worth. Wait till he wakes up and realizes his worth. Because they've been screwing us around for years and putting us in position of just making the money. But if they gave him a 5-year, $25 million contract, how much money has they made off his likeness? Now they're upset because, you have people upset because he's selling glasses and shirts and all this kind of stuff. Why? So the college should sell it? No, it's his merchandise. He's making money off of his likeness. But I'm telling black people, especially black men, wake up and start realizing your worth and who you are. You are a powerful people. And I've been saying this for generations. We are a powerful people. It's time that we take all our stuff back, man. We need to be in ownership and be in control of our own destiny. That's what we need to be in control of. So shout out to Deion, Colorado. Shout out to Colorado, man. And I wish him more success. But I know that coming into the future, they fear his ability to recruit the players, and young white players now going to want to be on board. See, they said that he was small in the trenches. Watch him next year. Watch the recruiting class coming into next year and the transfers, where up front now they're going to be real beefy. Pause. Up front. Pause. Yeah, it's going to be real serious. So all the colleges are going to be looking for their version of a Deion. So as I said, the old guard is done. Peace.